What's up, dads? Welcome to the Dad Life channel where we talk about tools to empower dad and get through this thing called fatherhood. Because Lord knows we don't have all the answers, but we're going to do the best we can. And in today's topic, we're going to be talking about hookup culture. A lot of parents talk about hookup culture, how it affects young teenagers and young people. And to be honest with you, Dad, hookup culture has always existed. People have always hooked up with people. People have always been promiscuous. Whether it's pornography because people hook up to make a living, whether it's strip clubs in Las Vegas, whether it's Playboy magazines in older generations where young kids would find under their dad's um, bed. But the reality is unhealthy sex has always been around since the beginning of time. But the difference is between this generation and old generation is that you didn't get caught because it was on social media and you weren't filmed for what you did. So, and it was all in your face. But I'm a firm believer, dads, that hookup culture starts at home. I think most people who hook up or grow up to be promiscuous didn't have healthy dads. They didn't have parents with a healthy relationships. And everybody's heard the story, dads. I mean, everybody's heard about that dad or know a dad who said, I hope my daughter doesn't grow up to, end up with a guy like me because I was really, really bad. I hope they don't choose someone like me. But the reality is, if you're a promiscuous dad and you're running around the street, if you don't show them how to have a healthy relationship with women, your sons, someone's going to show them. And so if you can't be an example of treating, your kid's mom as a decent human being, or just treating anybody as a decent human being, why would you expect your kids not to be affected by hookup culture? It's in a kid's nature. It's in a human nature to be attracted to someone. It's in human nature to find where you're accepted, even if it's an unhealthy manner. So hookup culture starts at home. It starts at home, and its application is in the street and in someone's bedroom. Because if you have a low self-esteem or you didn't see your parents or your dad be a healthy addition to your mom, it will affect the way you date people. It will affect the way you see girls in high school. It will affect the way you see yourself in women. And if you're a dad and you have a daughter, a lot of daughters say they have daddy issues. And they, had careers in sexual industries and all types of stuff. So does hookup culture start in the street or does it start at home? And I'm a firm believer it starts at home. So the goal is to give our kids tools to stop hookup culture, to repel against hookup culture. Hookup culture is always going to exist. It always has existed. As long as man exists, there's going to be hookup culture. It is what it is. But can we give them tools to repel against it, to not be in those environments? Absolutely. And that's one of those tools that you can give your sons and daughters to repel against hookup culture. Honestly, it's just simply telling them that you love them every day. Telling your daughters that she's beautiful. Telling your daughter that she could do anything. Telling your son that he's handsome. Telling him that he's going to grow up to be confident and speaking life into his life. Because here's the thing, dads, if you don't tell your little girl that she's beautiful, there's going to be a guy out there with the wrong intentions who's going to tell your daughter that she's beautiful with the wrong intentions. And if you don't tell your sons that they're handsome, there's going to be a girl out there who may have the wrong intentions and you don't have the best self-esteem to deal with it, and he's going to get himself in a situation. So hookup culture isn't as simple as, these kids today. No, it's a combination of a lot of things. As a dad, does my kid see me have a healthy life with a woman, with my kid's mom, if I'm with my kid's mom, or even if I'm not with my kid's mom? Do they see me have a healthy life and show a healthy respect for my kid's mom or a woman's humanity? Because what you don't get at home, you're going to go out and get it somewhere. And it's either going to be positive or going to be negative. And for all the dads out there, when it comes to this hookup culture thing, if we, God forbid, we get a kid and they're going and they're running around and being promiscuous and they get into a situation or they have a kid by someone they don't love, could you sit back and say, okay, I did the best I could to be a great example of what a decent man and a decent dad should be? Not a perfect one, but one that was trying to do his best. And so the reality is, dads, is we can't stop hookup culture, but what we can do is give our kids tools and techniques to avoid those type of negative temptations. The world is hard. Peer pressure is real. We're the first example of what a relationship is going to look like to our kids and what a relationship should not look like. So if we're dads and we're in a healthy marriage, we don't hook up with our wife. We don't hook up with our girlfriend. We don't do that. There's a right way to show intimacy and there's a wrong way. So not every kid who's a part of hookup culture probably had bad parents, but I would say a lot of them. So dads, we got a lot of work to do. Thanks for tuning in to the Dad Life channel. Like and subscribe. Support the channel, please. Thank you so much. Peace.